What's your story? Everybody has a story. This is mine. I like to think of it as a modern-day Wizard of Oz. My dog Jack and I set out on a summer vacation to meet some of the most powerful Oz's in the world, and along the way we picked up 3 other travelers: the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion. I think my analogy really works, except I get to be Dorothy. Anyway, we've been on the road now for 7 years, interviewed thousands of people, and have endured 4 rebuilt engines. And even though Oz never gave nothing to the Tin Man that he didn't already have, we had to learn that on our own. This is the tale of our adventures. If you've traveled around America, you might have seen me and not remember, because how I funded my trip is by pulling into rest stops and selling sexy kind grilled cheese sandwiches made with love for $1. People bought my sandwiches, and when they did, they even offered me places to stay and suggested people to interview.
This is quite the ranch.
One person I was told to meet was Monty Roberts, the real horse whisperer. Monty has developed a new and innovative way of working with horses. You've been able to break a horse within like 20 minutes without using physical force.
Yeah, that I don't call breaking.
So what would you call it then?
Appropriate. Starting.
Starting.
Yeah.
But Monty might never have developed his breakthrough technique if he had taken a teacher's advice.
When I was a senior in high school, I had a teacher called Lyman Fowler. And Mr. Fowler, as a part of this course, asked us to do a paper on what our life's goals were. And this was a slam dunk for me because I knew where I was going. So I'm writing this paper. It's got to be a bona fide A+ son of a gun. And when I get it back, it's got a big red F on it. And under the F, see me. He said, "You're drawing here a $7-8 million idea. It's not realistic. Where are you going to come up with money to have a farm like this?" I don't know. So I go home, and my mother, she said, "Well, I've always told you, you can do whatever you want to do if you put your mind to it. If you think you can do it, don't change it." And the next day I handed it back in just as I wrote it. Now it's 28 years later. He calls me. "Monty Roberts," "Yes." "Lyman Fowler here. I'm retired from teaching now, and I'm the head of my church group. And we thought we'd like to stop in and see your farm. I've been reading about it and everything." And I didn't know that he remembered about my paper, but they came in this big bus, 50 people, and he filed them all out there. He said, "This is a former student of mine, Monty Roberts, who taught me the greatest lesson that anybody ever taught me. And that was, don't put limits on your students' goals and dreams. He told me that he was going to have a farm just like the one you're looking at right now. And I told him it was unrealistic. And there it is."
Some voices tell you all the ways it can't be done, and others aren't sure how you're going to do it, but they encourage you to do it anyway. I have found it's best to surround yourself with the kind of people who believe that anything and everything is possible.